question is that nowadays we see thousands of cases, Sheikh, where all over the world, where Muslim women who does not want to seek khula according to Sharia rules, and they run to the non-Muslim governing courts, which are governed by liberal man-made laws, and there she fights against her husband to seek alimony from him to herself, her family, and also sometimes for her pets too. So what's the hukum on these women in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Jazakum Allah khair.
Wa jazakum. What Yunus is referring to is unfortunately prevailing in non-Muslim countries, where women, when seeking divorce from their husbands, they do not follow sharia, though they have the option in the Islamic court. Rather, they go to the civil court or the man-made law court, where they would file for divorce, knowing that these disbelievers would give her way more than her rights. So they would say half of the wealth of the husband goes to you. He has to give you X amount of alimony for the rest of your life. He has to do this, he has to do that. And all of this is un-Islamic. Such women, if they do this, believing that such laws are superior to Sharia law, to the law of Allah, or equivalent to it, they are kafir, disbelievers, and they leave the fold of Islam. According to the verses of the Quran in Surah Al-Ma'idah, chapter 5, verse 44, 45, and 47. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ الظَّالِمُونَ الْفَاسِقُونَ. And if she believes that, no, these courts have no superiority, have no legitimacy, and I am just simply stealing this man's wealth. I hate him so much that I want to deprive him of his God-given rights, and I'm taking his money unlawfully, and I know what I'm doing is sinful and a major sin, then she is a Muslim, but her seat in hellfire awaits her because of this major sin. All what she consumes is haram money. It will be burning her intestines in hellfire on the Day of Judgment and in her grave, insha'Allah azza wa jal. Unfortunately, I've done counseling sessions with hundreds of such women who claim to be Muslims from America, from Canada, from Europe, and they insist. I've spent 15, 20 years with him, and look at him now, divorcing me, or I don't want to live with him, and he wants to enjoy his wealth and trade and companies. No, I'm gonna sue his backside. And this is haram money. It's unlawful. I don't care. So unfortunately, this is happening, and this is why we say to those who are getting married in America or in Canada or in Europe to sign a prenup, so that in the future, may Allah forbid, if divorce were to take place, your wife would not have the right to sue you. And by the way, this is the same with men. I also had counseling sessions with so-called men who go to Islamic University in Medina and study. And now they want to divorce their wives. They want their wives to pay for their uni fees and to pay for their apartment and for their new car. They're divorced and they bought it, and their parents have money, but still, as long as the system allows it. And I speak to some of them and I say, Akhi, fear Allah. I say, no, I didn't want this. My lawyer said this, I'm going to correct it. And Allah knows if he did correct it or not, but his punishment, if he's lying, awaits for him in this life. Don't ever feel safe when you do a form of aggression that Allah Azza wa Jal will let you be. Allah may postpone you for some time, but when he strikes with vengeance and wrath Azza wa Jal.